Hello, Rebel fans, and welcome to another edition of Rebel Boys Basketball. We're out here at Richfield High School as the Tintic Miners and the Rich Rebels are set to tip off in about 8 minutes' time. A very condensed pregame show you will have here as we get ready for the last game to be played on March 3rd, 2020. It's been an impressive time for basketball down here in Richfield. It's been very, very fun to see each of these teams come out and perform the best that they possibly can. The Rich Rebels in the first round of the Consolation tournament after losing to Bryce Valley yesterday is going to have a chance now to go ahead and have a chance for redemption against Tintic. Tintic just barely lost against Whitehorse yesterday, and now they get an extra chance here to take on the Rebels. Part of our Gary Tusher CPA in Montpelier pregame show, that's Gary Tusher. Have your taxes prepared by a professional that understands personal, business, and agricultural taxes. We'll hear from him, dip more into our pregame show today as we get ready for more in just a second, and we'll come back on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on 98.3 The Wildlife.
Two of the things you work hardest for in life are your family and your money. Taking care of the money you earn is an important part of taking care of your family. Gary Tusher, CPA of Montpelier, Idaho, is a rancher who's also provided professional tax preparation and financial services for more than 30 years.
When it comes to taxes and your money, make sure it's handled the best way possible. Call me today, 208-847-2601.
All right, Rich Rebel fans, as we dip now into our scene set today, we're going to go ahead and dip into the Tintic Miners and the Rich Rebels. Our scene set today brought to you by J-Bar Excavation. That's the team, the equipment, and the experience to get the job done. J-Bar Excavation in Randolph. Stop in today. The Rich Rebels coming into this game after losing to Bryce Valley in their first day here at the tournament. That's part of the second round of the championship bracket. Now the first round of Consolation will start up. They're going to take on Tintic here. The Rich Rebels just looked a little bit jittery, out of sorts in that game against the Mustangs. They now have a chance to look towards redemption against a team that they have a history with against in the past. They played Tintic last year in the playoffs, ended up beating them, losing to them in Tintic last year. This is a very, very experienced and veteran team. A lot of seniors both on the Rebels and for Tintic. Let's look at the Tintic Miners here. Lost in a close matchup to number 5 ranked Whitehorse in the second round yesterday. Averages about 54 points per game, 28 rebounds per game. 4 of the 5 starters have been playing varsity ball together since they were freshmen 4 years ago. Cooper Snell, number 2, is big in terms of the point department, 13 points per game. Take a look out for Holden Peterson as well. He's averaging 16 and 8. Those are your stars for Tintic, and we'll keep an eye on them as a plethora of blue, both in the gym and out onto the court for this final matchup of March 3rd here at Richfield High School and the UHSAA Mountain America 1A State Playoff Tournament. We'll come back to you in just a moment, dip more into this matchup, and see what we can talk about in terms of what these two teams can do to win. Keys to the game on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports 98.3 The Wildlife.
Whether you're looking for gravel, sand, topsoil, rock, or other materials for your excavation or landscaping project, trust the experienced, knowledgeable team at J-Bar Excavation, specializing in sale and delivery of the materials you need to finish your project. J-Bar Excavation in Randolph, Utah has the team, the tools, and the plan to help you create exactly what you're looking for. J-Bar does quality work that fits your schedule and your budget. Call J-Bar Excavation today, 435-793-5855. When you enter the city limits of the town of Woodruff, the sign welcomes you to the town of coldest temps and warmest hearts. Settled in 1870, we celebrate the values of kindness, compassion, and friendliness, knowing that a community's greatness may best be measured by the compassionate actions of its members. Mayor Scott Savey and council members Raymond Franson, Millie Bradshaw, Seiko Webb, and Monica Schultes, with clerk Lisa Bell, welcome you and say,
Go Rich Rebels! At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Welcome back to the Gary Tusher CPA pregame show. It's always great when I get a chance to catch up with a lot of these student athletes. We've been down here in Richfield having a grand old time. Both the boys and the girls programs down here getting some good work and enjoying the food, as Richfield is the place that you want to be if you're wanting to enjoy 1A basketball. The girls, it's just to recap, the girls earlier in the day winning their quarterfinal matchup against Milford. They have a date set against Tabiona later on tomorrow at 5:30 in the Sevier Valley Center. But if you're looking for Rich Rebel basketball right now, can I interest you in a matchup between two teams that know each other very, very, very well? The Rich Rebels and the Tintic Miners. They may have not played each other this year, but last year they had quite the history with Rich coming out on top, beating Tintic in the playoffs. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors today. That's Bear Lake Community Health Center and the town of Woodruff, the mayor and town council, for allowing us to meet with these student athletes and cover them. They've been terrific, and it's just been an absolute dream. Cody Olsen covering the Rich Rebels here live in Richfield High School. The boys played one game in Sevier Valley yesterday, and now they're going to be playing here at the high school. They've just kind of swapped venues, and maybe it will have a different feel, a different aspect. The layout of the gym is completely different than what you see at the Sevier Valley Center, and perhaps maybe the shooting woes that plagued the Rebels earlier yesterday can really be corrected in a gym that's a little bit more compact, a little bit smaller. The hoops are closer to the walls on the baseline. That's for certain. Cody Olsen again coming to you live. Let's come ahead and thank our sponsors and hear from them before we start our tip-off in about 2 minutes on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on 98.3 KADQ and on mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
Back into the Gary Tusher CPA pregame show. Back to the Gary Tusher CPA pregame show. Make sure you keep as much money as possible when it comes to taxes this year. It is tax season. Schedule an appointment with Gary Tusher CPA in Montpelier today. Got to meet with our head coaches and just in discussions with Coach Cornea, he talked a little bit about how he felt the Rebels came out a little bit tight yesterday against Bryce Valley. Maybe a little bit just gun shy, and the shots weren't falling early, and so that kind of snowballed on them. The Rebels, in their speakings with one another after that game, came out and really enjoyed each other's company, able to relax a little bit more. I feel as though the difference between prior to the Bryce Valley game and this game right here is going to be, you're playing for the last time perhaps with your buddies in a high school setting. You're in the Consolation Championship. Go out there, have some fun. Go ahead and make some baskets and play to the best of your abilities. That's what you're going to see here for the Rich Rebels today. We're going to go ahead and dip into our starting lineup as our first quarter coming up in just a minute. Starting lineups today, Riley Carrillo, all blues for the Rich Rebels today. Black accent, white numerals, and the white logo right on front of their jerseys. Jaden Cornea, Hunter Pace, Trey Walker to meet everybody at the very end of the tunnel as they come off the bench. Carter Hoffman and Hayden Weston. That is your starters for the Rich Rebels. We'll get ready to now introduce Tintic as they're going to come off the bench in just a moment. Cooper Snell, a starter for Tintic. Tintic on the year 12-11, 6-0 and region. He's good for 13 points per game. Number 11, Holden Peterson. Number 21, Aiden Johnson. Number 24, Hayden Brunson. Brunson's good for 12 points per game as well. Your leading scorers for Tintic and the ones that they want the ball in the hands of: Cooper Snell, Holden Peterson, and Hayden Brunson. That is your starting lineup there for Tintic. The Miners coming into this game after they lost to Whitehorse, and they're on a path to redeem themselves here. First round of the Consolation Championship. Everybody wants to win this game. They want to keep playing here in Richfield, and who's going to be the one to do it, we'll find out as Brunson will tip off against Riley Carrillo at the midcourt line. Ball up in the air and flung back into the arms of the Rebels. Hunter Pace on the far corner looking inside, a direct feed to Carrillo. Carrillo drop step with his left foot, off the glass with his right hand, and good, wasting absolutely no time whatsoever. Riley Carrillo putting buckets in, working in the paint. Plains Tire points in the paint. That is tires, wheels, maintenance, all with a smile. Go to Plains Tire if you're in need of any assistance. I just got to shake hands with Coach Burdette Weston. Rebels are to steal that ball on the first offensive set for the Tintic Miners. Tintic threw it in the paint. It was kind of taken away from him. Carter Hoffman given some space on the far side wing. Hayden Weston collecting that one. Kick out for Jaden Cornea. Cornea is going to throw that one long. Off the iron, Peterson comes down with it. A long three on the right side wing. No good. Hayden Weston trying to box out here. And ball will touch the back line on the baseline. Last touched by Tintic. Hayden Weston, little lob in for Cornea. He's going to take it up the floor. They're going to be going from right to left on your radio dial. Cornea collecting his wits and calling out to the offense. The set, left side Pace on the wing. Revolutions around his body and his waist. Got it in. Riley Carrillo in a jump ball situation with Snell. And we'll go the other way. Snell got down low and brought Carrillo down onto his knees. They were tussling for it on the left elbow. And now some pressure here from the Rebels. Down the right sideline. Number 24, Brunson. Gets some breathing room for his offense and gives it up for Snell. Peterson, backdoor caught Brunson. Block from behind. Cornea. Ball hits the wall, and it will stay with the Miners with an inbound coming up on the far side of the basket on the baseline. 2-0 so far. 6:30 left here in the first quarter. Early on. Feed. Peterson around Carrillo, trying to work his way up and underneath. A foul coming up as Hayden Weston and Riley Carrillo tried to force him out of bounds and out of position under the basket. Peterson windmilling underneath with his hands. Throws that ball off the glass, does not go in, but he's going to go to the free throw line. First one up and battles and bounces and rattles, pops back out. No good. Still no points for Tintic. Second one and a correction for Peterson. He's on the board with one. 2-1 here early in the first quarter. Far corner, Cornea, backdoor cut. Pace lost the basketball going in. Carter Hoffman wrestles it away from a Tintic Miner on the left side wing, and a reset up for Pace. Pace relieves himself of the basketball, gives it to Cornea, left side Hoffman. Hoffman, dangerous pass in the paint. Carrillo able to wrestle away from three people. Hayden Weston, double pump, signature move, and he's going to get Peterson on his back, and a foul coming up. 2 shots from the line for Hayden Weston. Number 34, I got to say I love the number 34. Reminds me of Akeem Olajuwon, and Hayden Weston has some moves in the paint just like him. He misses the first free throw, however. Second shot, Weston, up and good. Bottom of the net, going 50%. Pushes that score up to 3. 3-1 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Weston, quick sub out. Trey Walker has come into the ball game to relieve him. He has the assignment of going out there on Hunter Garbett. Snell, right on the Richfield Rebel, the Richfield R. Miners versus Rebels. Peterson inside, feed. Spinning around, falling away. No good air ball there on that shot from Brunson. Pace working it across the timeline out to the left. Inside feed. Walker. No dribbles from the Rebels. Riley Carrillo walking with the basketball. Got caught off balance. Tried to fall away. Got his shoes tied up with somebody else, and he's going to walk. And a turnover. Snell again across the red R, going from left to right. Right side, Garbett. Pumps inside, goes up to the top. Johnson. Brunson. Just inside the free throw line. Long three on the left side. Almost an air ball. Just maybe grazed the rim. Trey Walker saves it from going out the back line. Pace. Floater bumped. Hoffman with the offensive rebound. He goes up into the glass. No good. Peterson there. And a travel violation on Peterson. He did the same thing that Riley Carrillo did, and that was get his feet tangled up with somebody else. Took another shuffle, and a turnover. Jaden Cornea with the Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound. Pace inside. Trey Walker up and underneath for Hoffman. Walker from about 3 feet out bounces on the back iron, falls in. Shot good for Trey Walker, 5-1, 4:37 left in the first. Snell, crossover in front of Hoffman, pitches out to Peterson, has room. Peterson in slow motion, floating into the paint, throwing it off the glass for a layup. That one's good. Hoffman getting a handoff on the right side wing, back to Cornea on the far corner. Cornea, one dribble hop up to the top. Hard reset for the Rebels. Right wing, Hoffman in a corner three from Pace after the feed. Long ball off, an air ball. Garbett down the left sideline. Peterson, Carrillo fronting him. Peterson lost the basketball, bounced it behind his own back. And off of his lower back, it falls out of bounds. Another lost possession. Carson Meerbrook to check into the ball game. He's going in for Hoffman. Carrillo, Cornea, both working out the back court. Across the timeline through the half circle. To the right side, Walker again in the corner for Pace. Pace trying to force that inside, deflected by Tintic Minor. Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play coming up on the far side of the basket. Rebels in attacking position. Cornea up and over the top of the defense. Quick pass for Carrillo, back to Pace. Pace 3 feet beyond the arc, no good. Brick, long rebound. Peterson working his way, jogging in front of the Rich Rebel student section. Deep breath for the Miners as Snell works his way right against Trey Walker. Spinning, stopped by Pace. Back out for Johnson. Brunson, Cornea, right elbow, now Garbett. Spinning, floating, Snell contorting his body, missing the layup. Pace with the rebound. Defensively, pushing it down the floor quickly. Meerbrook, pitch back for Trey Walker. Trey puts it up into the basket as he was about 2 inches away from the rim, just kind of tossed it up and in. Good for two. Trey Walker with 4 points in the first quarter. Brunson, nobody there to pick him up. Drives into the lane. Off the glass. Good. Looks like Tintic is floating on air whenever they're driving into the paint. Just a miscommunication on defense for the Rebels. 7-5. Cornea, right side elbow, Pace, spinning around, going into the paint, floating it off the glass, comes back off, no good. Garbett there to collect, down the floor, all the way. Johnson, easy, off the glass. Right-handed layup on the fast break. We've got a tie ball game, 7-7, 2:20 left here. Independent Software Solutions timeout taken by Coach Cornea. We'll take it as well as we talk a little bit more about the atmosphere down here in Richfield High School. Our student section across the way underneath the visiting student section in front of our cheerleaders, our cheer squad doing a fantastic job. Also our band up and above on the track here in the gym. They've been adding some energy and some music wherever they go and get applauses from everybody, including opposing teammates. Opposing teams, parents, everybody in the gym always there to applaud the band for all the hard work that they do. Lots of seniors in that band. And I'll tell you this because the Bear Lake Realty with Gary and Amber McKee want you to come out and talk to them a little bit about their home in Bear Lake and finding you a home in the Bear Lake area. It can be as fun as it is electricity-wise here in Richfield every time if you have a home in Bear Lake. Tie ball game 7-7, Tintic and Rich. 2 minutes left here in the first. One foul given up by either team, relatively clean so far. Jaden Cornea calling out the offensive set, pointing out to the far corner, gives it to Trey Walker. Down into the corner, Hoffman feeding Mirabrook. Kick out and a drive for Carrillo. Cornea hustles his way around, lost the basketball. Hoffman there to help out. Trey Walker now calling out the offense. Reset for Cornea. Left wing extended, Hoffman in the corner, driving left side baseline. Carrillo back to Hoffman. Hoffman chucks that one up, partially blocked. Again, here comes Tintic running down the floor, trying to get away from everybody. Number 22 here, Caden Pearson for Tintic. Right side for Snell and a chest pass. Snell calling for the screen, driving right side baseline, going opposite. Trey Walker gets him with the body, pushes him up and underneath the basket, no good. Foul shots coming up for Tintic. Cooper Snell, the point guard for Tintic. Went through his progression and left that one short, just barely shaved the front of the rim. As good a shave that you can get at any barber shop right there. That was just barely grazing it. Riley Carrillo and Trey Walker have come out. Mirabrook, Weston, Hoffman, Cornea, and Pace on the floor representing the Rebels. Snell, short on the first one, short on the second one. Comes right back into the arms of Hoffman. Outlet for Cornea, strutting across into their offensive set again. Cornea, chest pass here to Hoffman. Inside feed, Hayden Weston, drop step into the paint, left it long, air ball, gets his own rebound, puts it up, and good. Close inside, Plains Tire points in the paint have been a friend of the Rebels so far. Peterson on the far corner just inside the half-court line. The Rebels back off on what there was initially some pressure happening at the half-court line. Now drop back into their 2-3 zone. Hoffman coming up to meet Snell right inside the half circle, then backing off. Snell playing keep away here with Brunson and Peterson on beyond the arc. Peterson, pump fake, 3 on the left side wing, way out there. Got the Rebels to bite, but still playing keep away. The Rebels trying desperately to find something here. Brunson, Snell, and Peterson have kept the ball from beyond the arc, have not looked inside whatsoever. Now a drive from Peterson, Euro step, and a foul. Peterson off balance, body fell down to the floor, and a foul called here on the Rebels. I think that's on Carson Mirabrook. It is his first of the ball game. They wanted to hold on to the shot for the last take here in the quarter. Peterson, 2 shots coming up, again short. Tintic has been short on a couple free throws. 6.5 seconds remaining left in our first quarter. Second one good from Peterson. 6 seconds inbound to Cornea. Cornea into Hoffman. Hoffman back to Cornea. He's got to shoot it. Gets it away, high up in the air, back iron. No good. Rebels come away with a 9-8 lead at the end of the first. Defensive-minded and fast break points for either team. All have come really within the paint right now. That's been the story of the game. We'll come back to you in just a moment on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on 98.3 The Wildlife.
This is Gary McKee. inviting you to call Bear Lake Realty today, 435-946-8888. Find out how you can be part of this beautiful area here with sandy beaches and private access, or the quickest way to get access to the marina in the Bear Lake area. You can have your own second home or a quarter share into those second homes for starting at $250,000, or you can start your own Airbnb investment and use it as well. Just call us and we'll teach you how to do that at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Here to start our Stacy's Repair second quarter. The Rich Rebels will inbound from the far side at midcourt into Cornea. Jaden Cornea. Bounce pass up and around. A couple defenders going out to the right. Pace up at the very top here after collecting it and resetting the offense. Hoffman, inside feed. Noah Perry's in the ball game. Pace driving right side baseline. Got caught up in traffic. Ball careening out. Saved by Cornea as he saves it with the one hand before it falls into the Tintic bench. Now he's picked away. Here's Brunson with a breakaway. Nobody in front of him. Up and good. Soft touch. Tintic takes the lead 10-9 over the Rich Rebels early in the second. Another call out and a different offensive set. They are not showing anything inside, and then another steal, this time from Snell, as it was read well by the Tintic Miners. Peterson floating, finding some confidence right on the right elbow, jumper good, and now Tintic on a 4-0 run. Rebels back trying to answer. Hoffman left it open, decides not to take it, gives it up for Pace. Back up for Hoffman. Tintic has been smothering the inside now, knowing that the Rebels haven't gotten anything outside of the paint up until this point, and adaptation is needed. Here comes a three from Hunter Pace. Back iron, long rebound. Snell there to collect. All the way down the court for Peterson. Floating, a foul, and one coming up for Holden Peterson. Now I got to say something. Holden Peterson, for some reason or another, you watch this kid and it seems as though he's running in slow motion, but he's out in front of most everybody. Ran down the floor, got that long lob up and over the top. Got bumped on the body while going up for a layup. He's got a chance for an extra point here. Three-point play completed. Nate Woods tapping the media table, slapping Carter Hoffman right on the hand. He'll come in and sub. Perry. Little toss from the back line into Jaden Cornea. Still a 2-3 zone implemented by the Tintic Miners. Tintic is leaving those soft spots there for the backcourt, and he stepped on the line. Jaden Cornea tried to drive left side baseline, and he must have stepped on the blue right underneath the basket, because that's going to be a turnover. Our officials call it the other way. Big run here, 6 points to be more specific for the Tintic Miners. Garbett, near corner, in for Snell. Spinning, hesitating, off the glass, and a putback, no good. Ball still up in the air, and its last touch there by Tintic. Bounces on the E of Richfield underneath the Rich Rebel basket. Possession swap. Jaden Cornea again, commanding the offense. He's done it all season long. Pace on the wing. Trying to get it inside. They are denying Riley Creo any type of room right now. They're daring the backcourt right now of the Rich Rebels to make some baskets inside. Noah Perry finding good move. And Creo off of the miss from Noah Perry on the putback. High jump from Creo. Soft touch, up and in, and that stops the run. Peterson driving left with the left hand. Off to Garbett. Garbett bounces it off the front of the rim. Here come the Rebels. They have a little bit of numbers. Across the timeline, Cornea spinning out. Right side wing Pace. Pace has yet to make a basket, and he's been an integral part of the success this season for the Rich Rebels. We'll see if he can get something going here. Hunter Pace. Beyond the arc passes right now for the Rich Rebels. Looking inside, and a step-up three for Pace. Off the front of the rim, no good. Peterson. Outlet to Snell. Snell out in front of Carrillo. And a blocking call. Noah Perry apparently not getting position right there. I thought as though might have been a 50-50 call right there. Our officials are going to say a block. Holden Peterson going to the line. They're up 15-11 here in our Stacy's Repair second quarter. First one up and good for Peterson. Peterson starting to rack up some points here in the second quarter, inching towards his average, which is about 16 points per game. Missing the second one, and Garbett with the offensive rebound. Down the sideline and a bump. No call there by our official crew. Tintic will recollect themselves up beyond the arc and get a call there from our head coach. Head coach of Tintic calling in some stuff, and Brunson now in an isolation type of setting here against Nate Woods. He works his way right. He's trying to tell Peterson where to go. Peterson against Carrillo, right on the right side wing, right on the line from beyond the arc. Snell stepping up, had room, pumped it. Now Garbett, left side. Up into the body of Pace, and a kick out here. Peterson, Garbett, out on the corner, good. Garbett pushing it up to 19 for the Tintic Miners. Rebels desperately trying to find some points right now as they've gone cold from beyond. Riley Carrillo inside the paint, and one, call it. Feed from the left side into the paint. Riley Carrillo off balance, got whacked on the arm and put the ball into the bucket, while sprawled out Superman style, falling away. Carrillo just a little bit long, no good on that attempt. No three-point play, 20-13 for Tintic. Peterson dribble, pitch, handoff there for Brunson. Brunson at the very top of the arc, one-on-one versus Nate Woods. Nate holds his ground, and they has to pick up the ball. Brunson bailed out there by Snell. Snell against Cornea on the left side. Cornea very, very physical against Snell, not letting anything through. Brunson versus Nate Woods, and a blocking foul. Nate Woods didn't have the positioning right there to elicit any type of offensive foul, and we're going to get shooting shots coming up here for the Tintic Miners. Hayden Brunson. Carson Muirbrook has come into the game for Noah Perry, and they decide not to go to the free throw line. They're instead going to take it out the back line, out on the far side of the basket. Snell trying to get up and around Cornea. Brunson, long three for the setup, off the left side of the iron, no good. Pace collecting it. Jaden Cornea again here. Backcourt for the Rich Rebels, working around the horn. They want to get it into Riley Carrillo. That's what they've been trying to do, but Garbett is following him everywhere they go. Carrillo almost deflected from behind. Kick out for Nate Woods. Nate sets up the three on the left side. It just rims out. Carson Muirbrook, offensive rebound, spinning back into it, and a foul. Puts it back, no good on the basket, but here we go. Carson Muirbrook rewarded for valiant effort on the offensive rebound and the putback. Going to try and earn it the hard way here. Muirbrook rattles out, no good on the first one. Yeah, I thought that Tintic was 19. They had corrected their score. They had it at 20, and now they're back down to 19. They correct the score here, 13-19. Make that 14-19. The Rebels trying to come back into it after the made attempt on the second free throw by Carson Meerbrook. Trey Walker in for Nate Woods. And we'll see if Trey can add the energy that he has all year. He's a defensive-minded individual that wants to cause some disruptions. Snell, pit-pocketed by Cornea. Cornea trying to get in front of Garbett. Has to pull it back out. Here comes the secondary fast break. Right side wing three. Hunter Pace looks good, is good. That one in transition. The secondary fast break kick out to the right side wing. And that's going to put our score on the Station on Main scoreboard. Tintic 19, Rich 17, and an Independent Software Solutions timeout. We'll take it as well. Take a quick breather. Come back to you in a second. And a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
Proudly serving the people of Randolph and Hiram, Utah since 1997. Dr. Sean Grohl with Comprehensive Family Dental offers dentistry for patients of all ages. Great care, positive environment, and fair prices. Call for an appointment today.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Here we go, back into the second quarter. We're about a minute 30 left before halftime. The Rich Rebels are down. A quick foul on Snell as he drove into the lane so quickly after our timed break. Snell, Rebels say ball don't lie because there was a definite argument that Jaden Cornea did not touch Snell on that dribble drive. Cornea has racked up a few personal fouls here early in the first. Second one, no good by Snell, but Snell gets his own offensive rebound. Going into the lane, now he'll go up and put it right underneath and rejected by the rim. Hunter Pace pushing it. It's 1 versus 4, secondary fast break, a 3 set up for Riley Carrillo. That one just short, looked good. If Carrillo had stepped up closer to the line, I believe that was probably his shot that he wanted. Missed that one. Hunter Pace keeping it away here from a Tintic minor. That's Snell picking up his personal foul here. They're going to actually give this to Brunson. That's his first personal foul. Mount Valley Cattle Company inbound on the far sideline, up and over the top, right at the top of the arc here. Pace faking the pitch, gives it to Nate Woods. Finally, Woods back over to Pace on the right side. In front of the Tintic Miners cheerleaders and fans. Inside feed, picked off, no good. Peterson has had quite a few steals in this basketball game. If only the Rich Rebels were able to get their own Rich County steals. That would definitely even things out. Still 19-13, 3 taken on the near corner by Snell. Short. Snell has been short on a few of his shots, both at the free throw line as well as from beyond the arc. Maybe the legs are a little bit tired, something like that. But he's been consistently just hitting the front of the rim. Carson Meerbrook. The Rich Rebels really have been having issues working it inside as of lately. They're going to go ahead and hold on to this basketball for the last shot, I believe. Coach Cornea wants one final look at this thing. He wants to go into this game close. 9 seconds left. Trey Walker up and missing that one short. It was a setup and an alley-oop pass for Hunter Pace. Snell gets his feet underneath him, throws that one up, and that one's short. So your halftime score is going to be 19-17. It should be. I don't know why they put a 20 up there. Should be 19-17 your halftime score here. Rich Rebels and the Tintic Miners ready to go into the second half. They'll take a break. Draw on their drawing board, try and figure out what they can do. Tintic takes the lead, though, 19-17. We'll go into our halftime coverage, come back to you after this quick breather on our coverage of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on 98.3 The Wildlife. Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
For years, people from all over have counted on the competent staff and first-class facilities at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Consistently named one of the top rural hospitals in the country, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital provides a wide range of treatments no matter what you need. Whether it be a simple visit to their expanded ER, a visit to their in-house MRI machine, or if you need more advanced treatments like chemotherapy or dialysis. The staff at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital cares about your health and will do everything they can to help you. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho, the most caring hospital on earth.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Rich Rebel fans, welcome you now into our halftime coverage today, brought to you by the Crawford Trough in Randolph. That's juicy burgers, thick shakes, and other delicious menu selections. Enjoy a meal at the Crawford Trough today if you're in Rich County. That's where I want to be, definitely, right now. The place to eat and drink. We just have some development in our scoreboard, and we have quite a few members of the media looking at this shot. Trey Walker, his lob for Hunter Pace that I thought did not go in. I thought it just hit the net. Most definitely, I thought was short, has actually been counted as a three-pointer. I'm going to get a clarification from Gary McKee here. Gary, we have some questions about that lob at the very end.
Yeah, well, it went in.
Okay, it did go in.
But the other team didn't know it.
Yeah.
They took off with the ball.
No kidding.
They never did inbound it.
Well, that's been – I thought – I didn't even see that ball go in. Gary McKee confirming to us that lob intended for Hunter Pace went in on accident.
Let's go get Tabs to rewind that.
We're going to get the rewind at the end. We'll see how it is. We'll keep tabs on that. I thought that was short, and so did Tintic, because they took it out without inbounding the basketball. But that ball went in, apparently. And it's a topic of discussion here in the media booth. We'll go ahead, take a quick break, see if we can see if this ball went in, and we'll see if we can understand if the points is 2 points because it's an incidental pass, because that is a rule. If it's not an essential pass, we'll see how it goes. Everybody taking their glasses and taking a look at it. We'll come back to you in just a moment on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
Sometimes you just start craving a really good, juicy burger. Add cheese, maybe some bacon, and all the fixins that make every bite even better than the bite before it. Add a side of hand-cut fries, onion rings, or crisp tater tots, and top it off with an amazing ice cream cone. Or maybe a raspberry shake. Just thinking about it makes me hungry. When your stomach is grumbling like an angry bear and your cravings call out, head right down to the Crawford Trough in Randolph. The place to eat and drink. Stop in today.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often. Rebel fans, welcome back to our halftime coverage, as this is part of our Crawford Trough halftime show. And we have just received confirmation that, yes, indeed, that lob from about 5 feet beyond the arc, intended as an alley-oop pass for Hunter Pace from Trey Walker, was on a rope, a laser, and it fell into the bucket. Good from three-point land, and that is where our score will stand, 20-19. The Rich Rebels actually in the lead going into the halftime show. We have quite a large amount of members of the media rolling and rewinding and looking back at that shot. It's pretty impressive to see. As the Rich Rebels, other than that very, very impressive shot from Trey Walker that we're going to say was on purpose, even though it was definitely not. Falling from beyond the arc, the Rich Rebels have not made anything from outside the paint area. They have been limited to free throws and inside the key. And if they're wanting to win this game, just much like they're hitting that buzzer beater at the end of the first half, they're going to need to hit some shots from beyond 10 feet out. They have to find their rhythm. They have to find a way to spread out the defense of Tintic, and that's going to free up a lot of other people, especially the front court for the Rich Rebels. Riley Carrillo and Hayden Weston doing a lot of work here in the first half, putting that ball in, even Carson Muirbrook as well, getting in on the action, but all points have come from inside the key, it seems like, for the Rich Rebels. As for the Tintic Miners, all of their points have come off of intense, fast break, down the court, speedy layups. That's what they've gotten mostly in this game. If not, they've been fouled on those attempts and have gone to the free throw line. So not an incredible amount of shots from outside the key from either team, but the Rich Rebels are being plagued by the lid on the basket from beyond 6 feet out, it seems like. We'll go ahead, take a quick timeout, and we'll come back to you for our Epic Recreation third quarter as the Rich Rebels are actually in the lead. I apologize. That ball I thought was short, unless my eyes deceived me, but I guess it's not because we've had some replays of it. Went in, and Tintic thought it was short too. They didn't inbound the ball. They just took it as if it were a rebound and started going down the court. Maybe that's what tripped me up. We'll come back on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on 98.3 The Wildlife.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
All right, let's begin in our third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. The Tintic Miners taking it out, and they're going to drive in and get a foul called on Hunter Pace as he reached inside. Tintic with the inbound here, no points. 5 seconds. A defensive stop called as Carter Hoffman D'ing up his man, that's Snell, who held on to the basketball too far out onto the far corner, and here comes the possession swap. The Rich Rebels now have it up 20-19 after I have to correct myself. I did not think that that attempted alley-oop pass went into the basket, but it did. Trey Walker's the only one I think that has hit from beyond the arc for the Rich Rebels. Cornea splitting a double team, and he gets bumped. Left it way short. Peterson comes away with the basketball. He's working up against Riley Carrillo on the left side wing, trying to get up and around him. Carrillo stops him. Stonewall's falling away. Difficult shot with the fadeaway from about 7 feet out. Holden Peterson. Tintic back in the lead, 21-20. Now I have to correct myself. There has been one made three-pointer. Hunter Pace made one. Looked really pretty early on in the second quarter. Brunson for 3. No. High off the iron. Hunter Pace with a defensive rebound. He pushes it up the floor himself. 6:38 left in our Epic Recreation third quarter. Tintic 21, Rich 20. Hoffman steps through and up for Pace. Left side Cornea. He'll take a dribble and go back up to the top for Hoffman. Hoffman pumps right, goes inside. Carrillo D'ing up the entire Tintic team. Kicks it out for Hoffman, who takes that 3. Bounces off another Holden Peterson rebound. Snell towards Peterson on the left side, dribble handoff. Peterson up and again against Riley Carrillo. This time Carrillo able to hold his ground. Peterson goes careening into the back iron, and the Rebels on the other side of the court take it all the way down. Hoffman streaks out in front, puts it up and in on the layup. Another lead change in this ball game. Snell crossover right in front of the free throw line. Now right elbow, pulling it back out. Hand off to Brunson. Brunson trying to get into the key, stonewalled by Cornea. Pulls it back out to the right side wing, goes back inside. Bounce pass for Garbett. That one long. Another rebound from Hunter Pace. Cornea back to Pace on the left side. Pace has some room. He's going to take that jumper that they've been needing. No, Hayden Weston. Over the back call on Aiden Johnson. Hayden Weston will get pegged with a foul as he went up and over the top and into the back of Aiden Johnson. Tintic now slowing it down. Right hand signal call for the offense. Snell pushing some people in the right direction. Left elbow, Johnson, high above his head. Another dribble handoff, and Brunson will go right into the arms of Hunter Pace. Pace falls to the floor, and Brunson spins off of it, and he'll take that field goal off of the finger roll. Pace trying to answer back, left it really long. Peterson with a defensive rebound. Tintic out in front and back with the basketball. Snell going right at Hoffman. Hoffman holds his ground, contests the shot. Defensive rebound for the Rebels. Pace finds a little bit of daylight. In for Carrillo. Good find. Riley Carrillo found that soft spot in the zone. It's kind of hard to overlook Carrillo, but somehow he did sneak behind the defense of Tintic. And another lead change. 24-23 for the Rebels. 4:10 left in our Epic Recreation third quarter. Offensive foul on the drive by Holden Peterson. Hayden Weston, as he's been doing all year, stood in there and took it right in the chest. Got that offensive foul and a charge. Swapped possessions. Here come the Rebels now with the basketball and a 1-point lead. 4 minutes remaining in the third. Cornea pumps it out here to Hoffman. Pace tries to look inside for Carrillo. Garbett comes up and over the top. He'll get the foul on the reach-in. Been mostly clean this entire game. Not a lot of fouls given up by either team as Tintic gets an offensive and a defensive foul in the span of a couple seconds. Cornea steps into a 3 on the right side wing. That one good! Jaden Cornea. There we go. The Rich Rebels starting to gain a little bit of momentum, and that 3-point ball that the Rebels have been needing all game finally fell as Jaden Cornea found himself alone. Snell, Peterson, left side wing. Peterson goes right in and almost loses the basketball, and a foul called there quickly as the Rebels swarmed in on Holden Peterson. Carter Hoffman getting that one. His first personal foul. Inbound for the Miners on the near side of the basket in Rebel territory. Slapping of the ball. Snell looks inside into the key. Nobody there. Has to go up and high over the top. Jaden Cornea tips it, but is still collected by the Miners. The Miners have a little bit of a secondary fast break, and Aiden Johnson bricks it from about 2 feet out. Kick out for Brunson. Brunson at the very top of the arc, holding it away from Cornea. Goes out to the right side for Johnson. Back for Peterson. Peterson in a slow, methodical, slow motion is almost hypnotizing whenever he has the ball. You get lulled to sleep. Brunson behind the back, making space for Snell. Snell driving left. Garbett into the paint. Goes into the body. Off balance shot, no good. Outlet for Pace after the rebound by Weston. Carrillo in the short corner, or the near corner, I should say. Now a reset for the Rebels as Hoffman gives it back up for Cornea. Cornea will stand on the Richfield R. Fake left, go right. Hoffman, one dribble hop skip inside. Weston, pass off for Carrillo, and one! Riley Carrillo with a fist pump, a chest pound, and 2 points. As Hayden Weston kept his head on a swivel after he got the feed on the right block, turned around back into the paint, and kind of tossed it back to a dear friend and a teammate. Riley Carrillo gets whacked on the arm as he floated that one up and in. Riley Carrillo completes the 3-point play. 30-23. Rich Rebels gaining some momentum. Hayden Weston is going to go ahead and take a blow out here on the sideline. He gets subbed out. Carson Meerbrook in for him. In no hurry, no rush, the Tintic Miners. Brunson on the right side wing, pumps inside. Denied going right, ball up for grabs. Carter Hoffman one-on-one versus Holden Peterson. Peterson tried to elicit a charging foul. He didn't get touched. He fell out of bounds, but Carter Hoffman missed the layup. Step back, Brunson giving it up for Aiden Johnson on the far corner. Snell up at the very top. Revolutions above his head, trying to keep the basketball away. Keeping the basketball away. In a safe space, Brunson. Crossover dribble, inside to the key, into the body of Carrillo. Carrillo not giving up any space. Contests that shot. Comes away with a defensive rebound off of the miss from the Miners. Rebels resetting, going out to the far corner. Pace looking in for Carrillo. It's deflected by Garbett. Garbett on the backside of Carrillo, able to use enough length of his arm to kind of deflect it just far enough out of bounds. Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound right on the sea of Richfield on the far side of the basket. Carrillo pumped the three on the far corner and then gave it back up to the top for Pace. Here comes another breather for the Rich Rebels, a reset. We've seen the Rich Rebels hitting some buckets early on here in our third quarter, and we want to see some more. Another three taken by Hunter. Pace is good. Pace on the right side puts that one up and in. Peterson all the way down the floor, loses the basketball. Carson Muirbrook takes it away. And the Rebels out in front with a 10-point lead. Cornea and Muirbrook lost the basketball. Garbett and Muirbrook both kind of scrum for it right there inside the arc on the near corner. Possession arrow pointing the Rebels' way. Jaden Cornea up and in. Carson Muirbrook off the glass is rejected. No good. The glass said no. Holden Peterson again going out in front, and a blocking call called on Hunter Pace as he was the only one in the vicinity to try and contest that shot. Holden Peterson is hanging behind and trying to get some easy buckets off of defensive rebounds from his team. Going all the way down the court. Missed the layup, but he's going to the line for two shots. 46 seconds left remaining in the third. Rich up 33-23. Peterson making the first one count. Hoffman and Pace coming to the bench. Nate Woods and Trey Walker into the ballgame. Noah Perry also set to check in. Good on the second one. Peterson capitalizes on his free throws. Inbound for Jaden Cornea. 40 seconds remaining left in the third. The Rich Rebels are up by 8, 33-25. Trey Walker bobbled the basketball as it just hit him too perfectly in the hands. Able to collect himself, able to reset here on the far side of the corner, right in front of the free throw, in front of the half-court line. Jaden Cornea with some space. Comes in and is contested. A travel violation on Jaden Cornea. And the Rich Rebels fans do not like it one bit, as you can definitely contest that there was some contact there that puts Cornea off balance right in front of the Rich Rebel bench. Holden Peterson between the legs, slowing down. Holden Peterson in trouble, gives it off to Brunson, who's going to drive with 3 seconds left. Brunson off the front of the glass, no good. Defense holds for the Rich Rebels. They'll hold on to an 8-point lead after the end of 3. 33-25. Rich out in front. In that quarter, Riley Carrillo coming away with a big 3-point play. And a huge three by Hunter Pace. Now points are starting to fall for the Rich Rebels. We'll come back to you for the conclusion of this game in the fourth quarter on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on 98.3 The Wildlife.
Whether you're kicking up dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft large and small to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all to go on-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your adventure at epicrecreation.net.
Rich Rebel fans, are you ready for the conclusion of this basketball game? 8 minutes separate us from the end of regulation as we stroll into our Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Some points in the paint have been incredibly key for the Rebels as they went on a little bit of a run in the third quarter, has got them out to a lead, 33-25. Now Tintic looking at a 2-3 zone implemented by the Rebels. They're working it up and around the arc. Brunson, pitch back for Snell. And now Tintic trying to find that soft spot. 3 taken by Snell. Back iron, no good. Jaden Cornea cannot track it down. Hunter Pace tipped that one away, and it kind of probably worked in the favor of Tintic as multiple Rebels were in the vicinity, but Pace, it rolled off of his fingertips and kind of ricocheted awkward off into the far back corner, and a inbound for Tintic. Jaden Cornea there to force another deflection. Now Tintic will have a little bit more breathing room as they're farther down the sideline towards the very top of the arc. Snell with the inbound, goes left to Garbett. Back up at the top, working counterclockwise. Peterson stepping, floating, good. Peterson has been the one for the Miners to keep them within striking distance of the Rebels as he hits that floater from about 7 feet out. Carter Hoffman down into the corner for Pace. Collapsed inside. Able to escape back out for Cornea via Hoffman. Cornea driving left. Pace taking that 3-ball. No good. Carrillo with an offensive rebound. Got positioned, went to put it back, and got fouled on the back again. Riley Carrillo has been a force in the paint. Anything in there is going to have to work through him. He's going to have a couple shots at the free throw line here at our Bear Lake Realty free throw line. The most experienced and highest volume realtor in the Bear Lake Valley. Call Gary or Amber McKee at 435-946-8888. You'll like it just as much as that first make from Riley Carrillo. 34-27. Carrillo, second shot, good. 35-27. Making the most of it. 6:50 left here in the ballgame. Snell to Peterson, driving left side baseline, another floater. Peterson answering immediately back for the Miners as he puts that one up and good. Rebels back on offense here. Hoffman in a little bit of trouble, steps through, gives it to Cornea. Kick out for Pace on the right side, wing extended. Cornea, left extended for Hoffman. Inside feed to Carrillo. Inside out pass, Cornea. That's a floater from Cornea. Off to the left, another offensive rebound from Riley Carrillo. And Noah Perry, instead of letting up the fast break points, is going to go ahead and foul Peterson before he can get out in front of everybody. Timeout taken by Coach Cornea. Independent Software Solutions timeout. Trust me, it's tough to take a forced timeout at work because your computer goes down. Solve the problem and avoid unwanted timeouts. Call Independent Software Solutions today at 307-789-1978. We'll keep it here. The story so far in this game, a game of runs and unexpected shots as Trey Walker able to hit a three-pointer at the very end of the first half, kept the lead for the Rebels by 1 point. Then in the third quarter, the Rebels able to find a little bit of a groove. Hunter Pace hitting it from beyond the arc, Jaden Cornea hitting it from beyond the arc, leaving more room inside to work with for Riley Carrillo, Hayden Weston, Carson Muirbrook, and others. The shooting from beyond the arc and just outside allowed a little bit of breathing room inside for the Rich Rebels. Now, fast forward to the start of the fourth quarter, the Rebels sitting on an 8-point lead, being chipped at slowly by the Miners as Holden Peterson gets the ball in his hands and he's driving and he's floating it, and so far most of his shots are going in the bucket and it's keeping them just within striking distance of the Rebels, making it as exciting of a game as it possibly can be. No blowout here whatsoever. Two very good teams going at it. The Rebels out in front, 35-29. Peterson into Snell for the inbound right in front of the Rich Rebel bench. He'll go across the half-court line, work his way right. Brunson back in for Peterson. Still a 2-3 zone implemented by the Rich Rebels. Tintic has not been able to figure it out quite yet. An inside pass across the lane, stolen away. Hayden Peterson there to intercept. Gives it up for Cornea. Here comes Tintic way out beyond the arc to force the Rebels into something. Defensive on-the-ball pressure here. Left wing, Hoffman, one dribble. In trouble. Another steal. Hoffman stealing that one back. But then a foul. Hoffman put that one in harm's way. Ball got tipped up in the air. It was a every man for himself. The Miners started to work their way down the floor, and a foul before they can get out in front. Miners back with the basketball, 5:30 left here in our Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Inside, Peterson, kick out, Brunson. Brunson driving left baseline, spinning across, up and underneath, reversal, no good. Had a good lane, had a good look, a little too much muscle. Rebels collect. They'll go back onto the offensive set. Hoffman gives it to Riley Creel on the right side. Riley drives baseline, back out for Hoffman. Hoffman will drive himself up into the lane, no good. Hayden Weston try to get that one, but the Miners able to muscle that one away from him. Down the floor come the Miners. Snell working off of Peterson, deflected. Jaden Cornea in the passing lane, out for Hoffman. He's got room, left-handed layup. And I thought Hoffman got whacked on the arm. And we're getting a official warning here on the Rich Rebels as the crowd and the bench exploded, thinking that Carter Hoffman got raked over the arm driving for that layup. Instead, it will stay with the Rebels on the inbound. Cornea slaps the basketball, looks inside, goes out to the far side wing for Hunter Pace. That one rolling out, no good. Hayden Weston with the offensive rebound. That one, no good, won't go. Dances on the back of the iron. Couple chances, the Rich Rebels can't put points on the board. On a drive from Hoffman, a huge three attempt on the far side from Pace, and an offensive rebound and a putback from Hayden Weston. A timeout taken here. We're going to think it over. 4:28 left in the ball game on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports. 98.3 The Wildlife.
For years, people from all over have counted on the competent staff and first-class facilities at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Consistently named one of the top rural hospitals in the country, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital provides a wide range of treatments no matter what you need. Whether it be a simple visit to their expanded ER, a visit to their in-house MRI machine, or if you need more advanced treatments like chemotherapy or dialysis. The staff at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital cares about your health and will do everything they can to help you. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho, the most caring hospital on earth.
Back here in our fourth quarter, the Rich Rebels up 35-29. A lead, but a lead that does not make you comfortable. You want to extend that if you're the Rebels, and you want to cut that down if you're the Miners. Miners will start off with the basketball here, inbound into their own backcourt and across the timeline. Cooper Snell fakes left, goes right. Brunson up and underneath, trying to get underneath the 2-3 zone. Long three taken on the right side by Brunson, good. 35-32 and a ball game here at the end of the fourth. Almost stolen away and a push. Snell bounces on his back. He tried to go after the basketball and he gets a forearm into the back of Hoffman. That's a foul. 5 fouls given up by the Miners, 6 given up by the Rebels. Now we're getting close to bonus time. Jumper taken by Pace. No. Rebound. Miners. Snell goes to the right side for Garbett. Brunson, who just hit a huge three. Handoff for Peterson. He's been hot this game. Peterson, stonewalled, goes out to the right side for Caden Pearson. Snell for three and the lead. No, off to the right. Hunter Pace. Ball rolling out onto the floor as Garbett was able to wrestle that one away from Pace. Luckily, Carrillo's there to hold on and control it. Back again on offense, the Rebels. Carrillo, left side for Pace across the court. Up to the top for Jaden Cornea. Fakes the triple. Goes in. Carrillo in for Weston. Tipped out in front. Holden Peterson. Peterson fouled early before the shot. No, 2 shots coming up for Holden Peterson. Another one on Cornea. That's his 3rd. Shot for Peterson, knocks it home. Here come the Miners. Roaring back late in the 4th quarter, just under 3 minutes, 33-35, second shot, good. 1-point ball game. A game of runs between these two teams. Tintic with the most recent one. Timeout taken by Coach Cornea. He wants buckets, and he's going to draw something up. We'll come back to you in a second on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
This is Gary McKee. Inviting you to call Bear Lake Realty today, 435-946-8888. Find out how you can be part of this beautiful area here with sandy beaches and private access, or the quickest way to get access to the marina in the Bear Lake area. You can have your own second home or a quarter share into those second homes for starting at $250,000, or you can start your own Airbnb investment and use it as well. Just call us and we'll teach you how to do that at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
Coming back to you for the final 3 minutes of the 4th quarter. Rich holding on to a 1-point lead. A Independent Software Solutions timeout taken by Coach Cornea. He wants to draw up something so he can get some points and momentum rolling back for the Rebels, who have lost it to the Tintic Miners later in this 4th quarter. Tintic rolling with a few points of their own. They're on a little bit of a run that have made it that's made it very, very close. Inbound coming in for the Rebels on the far sideline, right at half court, Carter Hoffman. In for Cornea. Gives it to Cornea, left side pace. Back up to the top. Cornea, they're going to work their way far out, extended. The Rebels are way out front. Riley Carrillo, who normally plays in the paint, is almost out beyond the arc. Carrillo. Drive, kick out left. Here's a 3 from Pace. That could be a good one. No. Hayden Weston bouncing into the arms of Carrillo. Out for Hoffman. Hoffman had a lane, had some room to shoot, did not take it, in a reset for the Rebels. Out in front of the Rebel student section, Hunter Pace. Rebels have had troubles getting it inside. Carrillo on the left wing. Driving, Hunter Pace up and good, and one! Hunter Pace taking it upon himself, gets an assist from Riley Carrillo, drives the baseline into the body of the Miners, gets 2 points and a chance for one more. 37-34, and one Cherry bonus point on top, 38-34. Hunter Pace, big move. That could be really helpful. Garbett for 3 on the far corner. Off the front of the rim, no good. Pace slows it down. Got the rebound. Had a lane, decided to slow it back down, pulled it out. Cornea crosses the timeline. Here's the Rebels trying to play keep away. Up and across the court. 1:35 left in the ball game. Pace fouled from behind by Brunson. And that is a double-double opportunity coming up here. That's Brunson's second. Hunter Pace, who just made a free throw, now finds himself at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, but not before an Independent Software Solutions timeout. We'll come back to you in a second. 30, more specifically, on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on mylocalradio.com.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Back here again, 1:34 left in the 4th quarter. 1-1 coming up for Hunter Pace. The Rebels up 38-34 as he just made a huge bucket earlier on in the possession before. Pace up and in. Rolling off the front and off the back iron. That gives a little bit more breathing room for the Rebels. You'll love that. One more shot coming up for Hunter Pace. This one to push it to 40. Good. A little bit of a breathing room extended for the Rich Rebels. Snell wasting no time, drives, crossing over into Hayden Weston. 2 shots coming up here as they foul. The Rebels will foul Snell. He'll go to the line. Snell has not been stellar from the line this game. He's left a couple short. Gets a couple practice shots coming up. Or at least pretends to throw up a couple shots. First one short still, but it will roll into the basket. Snell. Again short, it will roll in. 2 shots. Riley Carrillo almost getting it. And a foul very quickly there by Holden Peterson. And Jaden Cornea bumped Brunson in the nose. He is bleeding, I believe, out onto the court. And the Miners coach not happy because they felt as though that they missed a travel violation on Riley Carrillo. But in that process of events within that play, the ball was tipped, so it seemed like. That's the motion that we got from our officials here. 1:18 left here in the ball game. We'll keep it here. Timeout taken, only 30 seconds. Hopefully Hayden Brunson is A-okay. He got popped right in the nose with the noggin of Jaden Cornea. Teams come back out onto the floor. The Rebels up by 4 with 1:18 left, 40-36. Just checking Brunson for more of a nosebleed. He's good. He's going to stay out onto the court. Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound. Riley Carrillo will take it on the far sideline right at half court. Just inside the half court line onto the Tintic side of the floor. Passes it in for Cornea. He has a little bit of space. 1:15 left. Driving right. Deflection. Ball goes out of bounds. Stays with the Rebels. Brunson got his paws in there. Bounces right towards Coach Cornea, and now they'll just flip sides of the inbound. Now on the near sideline. Quite a few close calls. Another deflection as Hunter Pace and Carter Hoffman just a little bit slow on that connection. Just enough time for a Miner to come flying into another inbound after the deflection again. Carter Hoffman back up to the top. Riley Carrillo. Carrillo left alone. Jaden Cornea bounced off of a body. Hunter Pace driving, has a little bit of lane. Hayden Weston goes up. And finally, Hayden Weston shuffled his feet, and that is a change of possession and a turnover for the Rich Rebels. Hayden Weston got a feed inside the paint and kind of got ping-ponged around, shuffled his feet, and they're going to call the travel before the blocking call. Brunson spinning, stolen away. Jaden Cornea, a Rich County steal when you absolutely need it. Hunter Pace bouncing off of Snell. And a foul here coming up on Hunter Pace. Well, Hunter Pace is fouled, that is. I have to correct myself. Excuse me. Hunter Pace is fouled right there. Way beyond the arc, extended as he lost his dribble, kept his pivot foot, tried to work his way back, and a body momentum carried a Miner into him, and that's another foul. 8th personal foul. Hunter Pace at the line. Good on the first one. He's been big. At the free throw line to keep things away. Another timeout coming up here. And I don't know if I have too much more to talk about other than the fact that this is a close game, and it's really electric here in Richfield High's gym. We'll be back in a second on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
Here again on what feels like our bajillionth timeout of the fourth quarter. 36 ticks of the clock separate me and you from knowing the winner of this basketball game. Second shot opportunity coming up for Hunter Pace. He'll go to the line as he made his first one. The Rebels are up 41-36. Pace's second shot rolls off to the right, no good. He's been very consistent. That's his first missed free throw. Holden Peterson into the paint, floating away. And we get a foul called on Hayden Weston. Oh boy. Foul on Hayden Weston, 2 shots coming up for the Miners. First one up and good. Peterson has been automatic from the free throw line today. That's going to put the score within 4. Peterson's second opportunity. Rolling, dancing, hanging, and falling in. 3 points separate these teams now. Riley Carrillo using his big paws to keep that up and in play. Hunter Pace has to get across the timeline, poke from behind. Timeout taken before the backcourt violation. No, a foul coming up against Snell. 1-and-1 coming up. Foul against Snell, and that came at the most beneficial time if you're the Rebels. They were going to get a backcourt violation, or they were going to get an 8-second call. One and one, Hunter Pace will go to the line. Rich 41, Miners 38. And our officials have not yet given Hunter Pace the ball. Cornea will call over Jaden to the sideline. And Snell is going to foul out of the ball game with 17 seconds left. He comes off to a standing ovation. He's been big for the Miners, and it's going to be hard to lose him, especially in crunch time in the last 17 seconds. Hunter Pace misses the first 1-and-1. A whistle and a dead silence out here in the gym. We tried to figure out what it was. It was a timeout called. 13 seconds left. The Miners, with the basketball, have a chance to shoot a three-point bucket to tie this game and put it into overtime. We'll see what they can come up with. And we'll go ahead and take the timeout. We'll come back in 30 on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
Proudly serving the people of Randolph and Hiram, Utah since 1997. Dr. Sean Grohl with Comprehensive Family Dental offers dentistry for patients of all ages. Great care, positive environment, and fair prices. Call for an appointment today.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
13 seconds. Who will remain? Who will advance farther into the consolation bracket? We will find out The Miners will have the basketball. 13 seconds left. The score is 41-38. Rich in the lead. They cannot give up any threes. If you can foul and force them to take 2 shots, Riley Creel will come out on Holden Peterson, and they're going to foul him and send him to the line for 1-1. A smart move if you're the Rich Rebels, forcing the Miners to take free throws, prohibiting the 3-point shot. Now, if you're the Miners, you like the one that they fouled. Holden Peterson missing the first shot, though. Peterson has been absolutely automatic from the line. It's probably his only first or second miss of the game. Second shot rattles out, no good. Far out for Cornea. Cornea gets fouled. 7 seconds left, and Holden Peterson cannot believe it. Neither can the Miners, as he missed both free throws there to try and put them within striking distance. Now, Jaden Cornea is going to stroll to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, and that foul puts him into the double bonus. He'll have 2 shots. 1 shot pushes this thing to 2 possessions. He's going to put into his progression, go up, and dance on the front. Will not go in. He'll get 1 more shot. 7.5 seconds left here in the ballgame. Jaden Cornea can really do some damage with 1 free throw make right here. Spinning in his hands, balls up, rolls off, no good. 0 for 2. Holden Peterson, 5 seconds left. Brunson, 3 for the tie, off the backboard, and that is it. Ball game, the Rich Rebels come away with the win after the missed buzzer beater. Tintic will fall. The Rebels will survive and advance to tomorrow. And a big sigh of relief from the Rich Rebel crowd and probably from the bench. And you probably hear it from me. We'll come back for our post-game coverage. Rich holds off Tintic 41-38, your final here in the first round of the Consolation Championship. Thanks for joining us. Come back in 30 on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Rich Rebel fans, welcome to our post-game coverage here today. The Rebels hold off at the very end and get the win against the Tintic Miners, 41-38. With the help of some free throws, both made by the Rich Rebels and missed by the Tintic Miners. We'll go ahead and dip into our post-game coverage today. First up, our Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game, right after our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. That's Jimmy John's 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fresh and fast meet every day. Rich and Tintic are really neck and neck the whole time. 9-8 after the first, and then 20-19 after a huge attempted. I laugh because I just can't believe it went in. An attempted alley-oop pass from Trey Walker all the way across the court from way beyond the arc, intended for Hunter Pace. Ball just drops in perfectly. And that's the three-point play, and those 3 points are what is going to save the Rich Rebels by winning this game. And that's actually, and we'll continue our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap after the end of 3. Rich comes alive, is up 33-25. Tintic makes a push at the very end. Free throw battles, multiple timeouts, suspense out the yin-yang. and the Rich Rebels come out on top, 41-38. Very, very impressive. Now that's been our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Now our Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices. Call today for an appointment at 307-789-8910. Can't help but give it to the intentional, unintentional three-point play by Trey Walker trying to set up his buddy Hunter Pace on the alley-oop attempt. That ball falls straight in, and it keeps the Rebels in the lead. And those 3 points are the points needed for the Rich Rebels to come away with a victory. The precision play of the game going to Trey Walker on a very, very one in a million type of play. Very impressive. Our player of the game today, brought to you by the town of Garden City, where families play at beautiful Bear Lake. Visit bearlake.ut, gardencity.ut.us. That will go to Hunter Pace. Hunter Pace in the second half will body up, work his way to the free throw line, get an and one call, and that puts enough breathing room for the Rich Rebels to stay out in front. Anytime that Pace went to the line, he was able to capitalize more often than not, and shot well from the free throw line and kept the Rebels out in front. Hunter Pace hitting some big 3 balls as well, came in and did what he needed to when he needed to, and when the Rebels needed him most, he was there. Hunter Pace, your player of the game. So with that in mind, tomorrow the Rich Rebel boys are going to be playing more into the Consolation State Championship game. I will tell you right here that the Consolation State Championship game for the boys has been very fun. It mostly moves to Richfield High School. I'm just going to pull it up right here. Pardon me as I try and find out some big points and some key talking points here. As I said, the Rich Rebel boys will play at 1 p.m. at Richfield High School tomorrow. 1 p.m. is the time, a little bit better than the morning or late afternoon. The Rich Rebel girls will play in the semifinal matchup versus Tabiona at the Sevier Valley Center at 5:30. Another full day of basketball ahead of us. I will be your guide, and I will be there. Thank you so much for listening on mylocalradio.com or on 98.3 KADQ. Cody Olsen signing off, saying have a beautiful, wonderful night. Be safe, and go Rebels.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on mylocalradio.com. Until next time.